Alright, we're heading back to the subways today, and we got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to end up doing a BMT line that actually started as an IRT line, and we've got to head over to a different BMT line to get started. So today we're going to head to Queens and look at the Astoria line. If you're just finding this channel, I pick out places in New York City to go explore, and I take you with me. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's work our way back over toward Queens. Let's go. Like I said, today we're doing the Astoria line, but we're actually starting here on the end of the Broadway line, which we've already done the rest of the Broadway line, so check out that episode if you haven't seen it. After the Broadway line hits 57th Street, it turns to the east and cuts over here. Right now we're at 5th Avenue and 59th Street. So the Broadway line is a BMT line, but once the 60th Street tunnel opened in 1920, it allowed this BMT line to cut across to Queensboro Plaza, where it could then turn up onto the Astoria line. We'll talk about the rest of the Astoria line later, but that's how we're going to get over there. Since we haven't done this station yet though, let's add it to the list here. This station opened September 1st, 1919 as part of the extension of the Broadway line from 57th Street, 7th Avenue over to what would be the new tunnel at 60th Street. This is an underground station, 2 tracks, 2 side platforms. Up on the street, Central Park's over there, Plaza Hotel's right back there. The other subway entrance is built into the side of Central Park over on that side, so we'll walk back that way. This is Tourist Central at this corner. Be prepared to be bombarded with offers for pedicabs, horse carriage rides, bike rentals, all sorts of stuff. There's Central Park. There are a few episodes where we explore places in Central Park. Look for those if you haven't yet. So one of the subway entrances is right here, built into the wall of Central Park. And I just went full circle. This is where I was standing earlier. Now we're at Lexington Avenue and 59th Street. So this was built during the dual contracts period, and actually both the IRT and the BMT were given authorization to build a station here. We've been here before when we did the IRT Lexington Avenue line. Check that one out if you haven't seen it. So this is that station that's got 3 levels. The IRT's on top. We're in the middle right now on the BMT platforms, and the IRT Express is on the lower level. And there are a couple of mezzanines mixed in there. So the BMT part of the station where we are now opened in 1919 as part of that Broadway line extension from 57th Street over to this station, which then extended on through the 60th Street tunnel, which we're about to go through to get to the next station. This station has 2 tracks and an island platform. Despite the name being 59th Street, these tracks actually run under 60th Street, and that's because originally they thought that they were going to take these tracks over the 59th Street bridge, but then they decided to go under the river instead and ended up building the 60th Street tunnel. So in this station, the IRT platforms face north-south, and the BMT platform that we're on, it faces east-west, because we're about to head over into Queens. When this station opened, it opened as the new terminal of that extension until the 60th Street tunnel opened shortly after that. If I had to guess, I think that this is the original end of the platform. There seems to be more space, sort of less crowded and forced. Now we're at Queensboro Plaza. This was originally built in 1916, 1917 as part of the dual contracts between the BMT and the IRT. This station was originally named Queensboro Bridge Plaza, or just Bridge Plaza. Now it's Queensboro Plaza. The station originally had 8 tracks, which allowed BMT and IRT passengers to transfer between the Flushing, Astoria, and 2nd Avenue elevated lines. The northern part of the station was closed in 1940 and demolished in 1964. So now Queensboro Plaza only has 4 tracks, 2 on the upper level, 2 on the lower level. This is the only only station in the whole system that allows a cross-platform transfer between divisions. You got Division A cars on one side of the platform and Division B cars on the other side of the platform. The station has 2 levels now, 2 island platforms, 1 track on each side of each of those levels. On both levels, the BMT Astoria Line uses the north track, and the IRT Flushing Line uses the south track. The station's only exits are through a mezzanine below. This is a pretty massive and impressive complex. Let's go look around. The upper platform of the Queens-bound trains, this lower platform are the Manhattan-bound trains, and the mezzanine's down one more. Hey look, actual bathrooms. This whole thing is a massive complex, and it used to be even bigger. You can see right here, this leads to the new pedestrian path on the Queensboro Bridge. We walked that. You should check out that episode if you haven't seen it. We walked it right after they had opened it. Looks like they've installed a gate now, so the vehicles can't pull onto it anymore. That's nice. This is 39th Avenue, Dutch Kills. Queensboro Plaza was kind of the beginning of the Astoria Line, but now we're truly on the Astoria Line. So let's stop and do a little background of that line first. So this line was originally part of the 2nd Avenue Elevated, and that was eventually purchased by the IRT. In that time period, Manhattan-bound elevated trains would go over the 59th Street Bridge and join up with the main line of the 2nd Avenue Elevated to then head all the way down to City Hall and South Ferry. So later the Astoria Line was made a spur off of the IRT Queensboro Line, which then became the IRT Flushing Line. So this whole line north of Queensboro Plaza opened February 1st, 1917, and was used by trains between Grand Central and Astoria. So then, like we said, the 60th Street Tunnel opened up in 1920, which allowed BMT trains to reach Queensboro Plaza. However, the stations on the Astoria and Corona lines were built to IRT standards, so the platforms were too big for the BMT trains to use. Because of that, those BMT trains terminated at Queensboro Plaza and then reversed direction and headed back to Manhattan. In 1949, the Flushing line became IRT only, and then the platforms on the Astoria line were shaved back to allow BMT trains to operate here. So this station opened with the rest of the Astoria Line February 1st, 1917. The 39th Avenue station, which is signed as the 39th Avenue Dutch Kills, formerly known as 39th Avenue BB Avenue, is a local station. 2 side platforms, 3 tracks. Center track is not used for revenue service these days, but it was used as an express track as recently as 2002. Station house underneath the tracks. If this station feels pretty modern, it's because it was rebuilt in 2018, 2019. Now we're at 36th Avenue. This station also opened with the rest of the line February 1st, 1917, formerly known as 36th Avenue, Washington Avenue. Platforms here, along with the platforms on all the rest of the line, were extended in 1950 to accommodate 10-car trains. And this station was also closed in 2017, 2018, and completely rebuilt. 3 tracks, 2 side platforms, station house underneath. The station opened February 1st, 1917, along with the rest of this line. Local station, 3 tracks, 2 side platforms, station house underneath. Also rebuilt fairly recently. It would appear that they are adding elevators. 30th Avenue. This opened with the rest of the line in 1917. 3 tracks, 2 side platforms, station house underneath. This one has also been rebuilt fairly recently. This is Astoria Boulevard, second to last stop on this line. The station also opened with the rest of the stations on this line in 1917. Enclosed waiting rooms were also added to this station in 1925. You can see we got Grand Central Parkway right down there. In 1931, in preparation for the building of Grand Central Parkway and the Triborough Bridge, the station's original sidewalk entrances on the corners of 31st and Hoyt Avenue had to be relocated. This elevated station has been an express station at points in the past, and so there are 2 island platforms and 3 tracks, with one of them in the middle. So this walkway that goes over Grand Central Parkway was added after they planned to put Grand Central Parkway in so that people could get from one side of it to the other and be able to access the subway. We were over at this station last when we walked across the Triborough Bridge. Check out that episode if you haven't seen it. This is Astoria Ditmars Boulevard. The station opened with the rest of the line in 1917. This is an island platform, 2 side tracks, and this is the terminal of the line. Tracks end at bumper blocks right up here. The station was also renovated in 2017, 2018, and the station is actually partially under the New York Connecting Railroad Viaduct, which carries some freight and all of Amtrak's Northeast Corridor trains over to the Hellgate Bridge, which is that way. Now that train's out of the way, you can see the Hellgate Bridge over there, and here's a better view of the viaduct. The station house is a mezzanine beneath the tracks, and while we're here, we got to talk about, for many, many years, there's been a proposal to take this line up to LaGuardia Airport, which we need, and I hope I see in my lifetime. It's really not that far. It seems like it would be easy. It's a nice wood paneled station house. From over here you can see how the station is tucked right underneath the viaduct there. I lived right down there for a brief period at the end of college. This passageway goes back into this building and then I think exits down to the street. I'm back up to the east side after a nice look at the Astoria line. I was hoping it would look a little more historic than it does, but it's pretty much all been rebuilt now. Oh well, it's still something to be in the place of history. If you're just finding this channel, be sure to check out all the rest of the episodes already on YouTube up to the east side. Like and subscribe, tell all your friends about it, and look for new episodes every Friday. Thanks for coming with me to explore New York City. I'll see you next time.